This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies, blacks with a whole goal if you know me. Gotta go record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone like lonely. I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that, choose that, hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Yo, winning ain't toxic. Shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss-ish, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent, since I was 8, I steady stay chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only one me, yes, to the free agent. Cause I go with his payments, otherwise I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something belief. And now their own mind is all that they need. I'm loving the journey, got rid of the doubt and the worry. I'm moving no mercy, whatever I get I'm deserving. I put in the work in, I feel like I'm never done working. I always stay thirsty, cause it keeps me alive when I'm learning.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged. This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies, blacks with a whole goal if you know me. Gotta go record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone like lonely. I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Waylander Gaming. Tonight, it is the upper bracket finals. It is Saint Dynasty up against Fanaticy in a best of 5 series. So I hope you've got your refreshments ready. I hope you are buckled in because this is going to be a cracker of a match. My prediction, this is also going to be the grand finalists, but that's just me. I might be wrong, but this is definitely a grand final worthy match, and it's here in the upper bracket finals. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I am joined by Blushing Menace, Lotus, in the panel. Oshumzi and Way will join us just in a minute or 5 or 10 or 15 or 20, but they will be shortly. Just busy with work still, and they will be finalizing that. So, look, we've done the ping test. Both teams are ready. So, good luck and have fun. Chat. In the meantime, you can vote there, hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and tell me what is your predictions. Who do you think is going to take this one through to the grand finals? So currently, the 3 teams, which is Xenagog, Saint Dynasty, and well, Fanaticy, they all have their share of the 10K prize pool. So, without further ado, let's jump in to the. Okay, let me just quickly help Mads out here and get into the lobby, and we'll be there in just a jiffy. We will start the match.
Well, once again, hello to all the viewers. And like Scop said, everyone here is going to get their share of the 10,000 Rand prize pool. But the question is, who's going to get the biggest share? Will it be Saint Dynasty, Fanaticy, or East?
Oh, well, let's see. I mean, anything is still possible at. Yeah, looking at Scar with the final ban. What? Why? Why?
That is a good question. Scop, it wasn't you, was it?
No, it was not me.
The instant denial. That makes you suspicious, don't you think?
Okay, so there was a player disconnected.
Understood. So right now we're just gonna wait for that player to reconnect again. But sometimes isn't it just they probably also made a mispick or a misban with that disconnection. I was gonna ask why didn't they just pause? So while we wait for the teams to once again get ready, then we can go back into the drafting phase.
Same picks, same bands. Right. So let's okay, let's go. Again.
Let's go. Well, you know what they say, practice makes perfect.
Your team
I suppose
is
so.
banning.
I suppose so.
But hopefully in this case, second time is the charm.
Your team is banning.
We definitely don't want it to go to a third. So the same bands will.
Only love and night
Your
are
team is
everlasting.
banning.
Thorns remain should
Your team
petals
is
fall.
banning.
Well, luckily the bands are going quick. Thank you to both teams for doing this so quick. As Scar bans out the Angela. Bird.
Let's hear from the crowd. Make some
Your
noise for
team
yours
is picking.
truly.
Okay. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That should resolve the problem. Okay, without further ado, let's continue with the draft. Looking at the draft, right? Yeah, my apologies. I'm taking yes, had an update, and it's being funny as per usual.
Well, things like this do happen. It's not unexpected. And with Fanaticy also going with a Yisanshin and a Kimmy, it looks like they're going to go for a bit of a triple marksman composition. And then for the side of St. Dynasty, they even picked up the Hayabusa. Hayabusa has been climbing the tiers recently. His damage is insane, and I'm not entirely sure if there were any adjustments to his setup as a hero, but he's just been getting stronger for some reason and becoming one of the favorites once again. But Lapu Lapu getting banned out from the side of St. Dynasty. Fanaticy has been using the Lapu Lapu for a few times, so it is reasonable to ban this hero. But for the last ban for the side of Fanaticy, I'm definitely thinking that they're going to focus not on the major, but on the roamer and unexpectedly the chip.
Indeed. So, Uranus being the final ban for the side of St. Dynasty. So we will be jumping into those final picks.
Most definitely. The teams are actually picking some interesting people to ban and play this match. So I'm excited to see what they're going to go for next. Tokolosi has been playing extremely well on the Clint for the past few matches during the tournament. What is Coco Bob's going to use against him? It could be a Brody, could be a Granger, especially now that there is no Aerithal.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Granger would be a good pick for the side of it. We have seen Coco Pops doing crazy things
to the jungle.
Your team is picking.
with it.
Absolutely. Bet on the squishy side for both teams right now, except for the CC. It seems like they want to bring in some tankiness with either Getagacho or Tigreal. I've always been curious, if you put a Hayabusa and a Tigreal in the same team, wouldn't that be counterintuitive because Hayabusa's damage gets reduced if it gets distributed among a lot of people? So the Hayabusa and Tigreal might struggle to work with each other just a little bit.
Because this funny again.
The choice
Your
is
team
mine.
is picking.
Well, at least we know it has a sense of humor.
What does you crack me up? You crack me
Rise beyond greatness.
Jink's gonna go with the Xavier. A hero that works in good combination will be able to easily snipe some heroes as long as he has vision or extremely good prediction skills. And Blue gonna go with the Yuzong, who's also been strong, but just a little bit slept on recently. But this gives a lot of mobility to the side of Fanaticy, while the side of St. Dynasty has a good mixture of CC and damage as well as sustainability. So this is actually going to be an interesting match. For the overall comps of both teams, please do let us know what you guys think in the comments below. But after all, what's on paper can only count on paper usually, and it also depends, as Waylander likes to say, all about execution.
Lotus, can I just quickly ask you just to do this first 30 seconds? I just need to show Mads where the pause button is.
Okay, no problem. We're almost into the match, and here we go.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches
Both
the
teams
battlefield.
have been actually a favorite amongst several viewers. I'm not entirely sure what the votes are right now on who will win. I'm definitely hoping all the viewers will be making it a bit more interesting and going with it 50-50. But it does seem like the side of St. Dynasty is going to work on. Both teams are working on opposites and onto the blue. Scar doing a beautiful job once again on getting vision for his teammates onto this very mobile Matilda.
Yeah, indeed. So, yeah, but look, this is all going to come down. I think both teams are going to be playing very disciplined, especially in the early state of this match, or early part of this match. Definitely going to look for those pickoffs and, well, the contest for the objective. So, it's all going to come to those. Oh, we do see YSS does secure the litho. Conqueror nearly snatching the litho from Rin's hands.
Well done, coming from the side of St. Dynasty. Also, what you were saying about how they're going to play this match, I definitely agree. And I think because this is best of 5, both teams are going to play the first few matches just a little bit on the conservative side. Because you don't want to expend all of your energy onto the first few matches and then run out of the energy for the last matches.
Oh, we do see
depending on how far they will go.
Yeah, we do see the second skill from Hayabusa coming out. He does put the poke onto the Matilda. Xavier getting that stun on as well. I mean, but look, if Mimic can get this early game advantage and rotate to that mid lane, it's going to be a different match because we know CC is good onto the Yuzong. Oh, Matilda nearly getting taken down by Jinx and Hayabusa. It is the first turtle of this match has spawned up. Let's go.
This is some good poking coming out from both teams. Both the junglers are already at level 4, but Hayabusa is just a bit low on health. Xavier and Tigreal already doing a beautiful job trying to get their map presence around this turtle, but Scar is not fearing any consequences, jumping in, getting the necessary vision for his team right now, and we also see a rotation coming out from Coco Pops on the Granger as well.
Yeah, indeed. So we will see Clint pretty much free farming for a quick second or two as they do realize that the Granger is in the mid lane. Yeah, so viewers, I know it's a little bit laggy. Wade said he will come and take over the stream off his rig as soon as he can because I don't know what's going on. It is, it's got to do with the network. That's the only thing that makes sense. Oh, we do see the Dawning Light coming up from Xavier. Yuzong in the Black Dragon form onto Xavier. However, that passive will not be able to proc as that traction pulse was committed. Will Yuzong get taken down here? Oh, 10 HP escapes. Oh, but call me Robin with Tigreal trying to get that engagement. Oh, but CC does secure the first turtle of this match in favor of St. Dynasty. However, Granger was left to get his slice of the butter on that tier 1 turret.
So far, it's already been 3.5 minutes. No one has fallen thus far, but St. Dynasty doing a good job of getting the necessary objectives, getting the pokes, and even if they don't kill the other the Fanaticy members, they do make sure to get them to low health to just get the necessary advantage.
Yeah, indeed. So we do see the Mountain Shocker gets committed. Oh, but the Implosion play coming in from Tigreal as Hayabusa secures the first kill onto YSS. But Clint finishes off the job onto Matilda. That's a 2-for-0 exchange in favor of St. Dynasty at the 4-minute mark. St. Dynasty at this moment has that 1.1k gold lead.
Already so much at 4 minutes. This is a good, healthy lead for the side of St. Dynasty. And Granger is going to have to play a little bit more carefully right now. Matilda as well, because she doesn't want to sacrifice any more time. But this damage CC is doing on this Yuzong is a lot right now. She does throw out the curtain call on him, but he's a bit on the tanky side, managed to get out safely.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a back and forth engagement between those two. CC keeps on sending Yuzong back to the fountain for, well, the Youth League apples to get that. But Xavier gets that stun onto Cupcake. Doesn't do much with it, but we do see the rotation from the YSS. My question is, will we see the wraparound play onto Clint? No, there we go. Fanaticy's signature mark going for that jungle invade. Hayabusa Gets that second skill. The shadow kill has been committed onto Yuzong, but the Black Dragon form has been committed. However, will CC finish this off? Yes, sir. CC finishes off Yuzong. That's Yuzong taken down under the tier 1 turret. But the stun up coming onto Matilda. Oh! Circling Eagle was committed as Hayabusa escapes the clutches. Sokolosh comes in and he clutches that kill onto Matilda. But Kimmy nearly catching Clint out of his health.
Blue team has slain the turtle.
Conqueror managing to get the second turret of the game. It does seem like Yisun throughout the mountain shocker is gonna go on to Jinx, but will he be able to take him down? Almost, yes! Coco Pops manages to do it, but Robin is on to Rin, while Coco Pops is just trying to escape from CC and the curtain call.
Yeah, as Granger is able to escape the clutches. We do see Yuzong is trying to get that pressure back onto that tier 1 turret in the bot lane. Let's see how this rotation is going to work out here. We do see Hayabusa rotating for the Yuzong here. Will he be able to scout him out here? Oh, no. Blue sky gone.
But in the meantime, Hayabusa also manages to steal the blue buff from the Yi Sun-Shin, just denying him some extra farm and also giving himself a lot more farm. This is making things a bit difficult for the side of Fanaticy, but they seem to be coping well right now.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much all in favor of, say, Dynasty at this moment. We're looking at just before the 7-minute mark. It is a 3.4k gold lead, as we do see that second skill was committed from the Hayabusa, but no shadow kill committed just yet. Dawning Light just not onto the mark just yet.
And the Black Dragon form also a bit on the wasted right now. Hayabusa going for the split push as well as the CC, and she is left unattended right now. While a lot of pressure is coming onto this mid-tier turret, they're going to be able to take it. Beautiful ejection pulse from the Kimi, but oh, Yusung jumps in. He's gonna be able to take one of them down. Implosion play coming out from the Tigro. Matilda in with Circling Eagle manages to support the Yuzong without letting him die, and Hayabusa has to disengage as well.
I was just looking. I was keeping an eye out there on Conqueror, not being able to get that clutch onto YSS. Oh, but we do see the shadow kill coming in from Hayabusa. He does take down the Matilda. Oh, this puts Fanaticy at a disadvantage at this third and final turtle of this match. We will see Saint Dynasty clutch all 3 turtles for them. Yes, sir. There we go. Oh, Dawning Light has been committed. Just clearing through that minion wave at this moment.
What Fanaticy also needs to do right now, the Saint Dynasty is putting so much pressure on them. What they need to do is to be able to farm and split push. But Tigro scouting out Cupcake in the bushes. Beautiful plays. Kimi baiting out the curtain call as well. But Clint is left alone, and it seems like Rin has his eyes on him.
So we do see Hayabusa with a shadow kill onto Coco Pops, but he is pulled away from with the Yuzong. We will see CC. Oh, will she focus onto the tier 2? Oh no, the minions gets taken down just before. We do see Clint just waiting for YSS to push through, but he does realize that the YSS does retreat. So we will see Clint clearing out that bot lane minion wave. Oh, it is 70 seconds away from the first Lord of the match. We do see the conceal play coming in from the Tiger here. Oh, but the Detonata does land onto CC. Oh, but the Black Dragon form has been committed from the Yuzong. He's trying to jump onto the back line. Oh, but the implosion play coming in from Tiger with the pushback. Oh, my word. He pushes the Yuzong to the Xavier, and Jinx gets taken down by the Kimi. We do see the Mountain Shocker get played there, as well as the Traction Pulse. There's no ults left here for the side of Fanaticy at this moment.
That was beautiful coming out from the side of Fanaticy. They're slowly starting to pick up, but they still have a 4k deficit in the gold. But with the kills, they're starting to bridge that gap just by a little. Quachada coming out from the Hayabusa, trying to poke onto the Matilda and Kimi, but they disengage quite quickly enough, as the first load of the game is up and ready in 15 seconds.
Yeah, well, look, I would just say that was a bit unfortunate from the Tiger pushing the Yuzong to the Xavier. That's what cost Saint Dynasty the kill there. Oh, but we do see the engagement onto Yuzong. CC continuing it. Oh, but the Sky Piercer procs from the Hayabusa. As we do see the first Lord of this match is up. Well, we do see the engagement. Oh, the chase is onto Yuzong. Oh, YSS. But not continuing with that play, just opting out as everyone do realize that the first Lord of the match has spawned up. The Dawning Light getting committed here from Xavier once more. And that's the tier 2 turret taken down by the split push from the Hayabusa.
Right now, Fanaticy definitely cannot contest for this Lord. They're really behind on gold and kills. What they need to do right now is to maybe get some map presence and even just push the lanes unevenly, just to give them a little bit more time and a little bit more of an advantage.
Yeah, well, just look at St. Dynasty's play, right? If you could see, okay, the minion waves coming through. So you see Fanaticy clearing the minion waves. Then St. Dynasty clears the next wave to get that pressure, to get this contest onto this first Lord of the match. But we do see the engagement, and the curtain call has been popped onto the user. Oh, Dawning Light coming in. However, CC does finish the job onto Matilda, but we do see the Black Dragon form has been committed. He's trying to focus onto the Xavier. Will he be able to do so? We do see the knockup coming in there. Oh, Kimmy just missing all of the skills. It's 2 places to focus. It's so many places. But Clint does finish off blue as Yuzong has been taken out and Kimmy returns with the Hayabusa getting taken down. So there's no jungler left for the side of St. Dynasty. That was a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of St. Dynasty.
But even with that 2-for-1 exchange, I still feel that Fanaticy got at least a bit of good out of it. But Implosion play once again onto Rin in the YSS. Beautiful Mountain Shocker just helping him to escape, and it's coming out from Cupcake quite well, but there's a pause.
Oh.
So we're back to the pause mate already.
Yeah, well, welcome to the stream, Shrooms. Welcome to the streams.
Oh, dankie broodjie. I literally got home a minute ago.
And the match continues. Okay, so once again, both teams are going to be able to try to rotate to the Lord. It seems like Fanaticy sees this as their chance to maybe even contest it. Hayabusa is already back and running into the mix, and the pressure is also put onto the lanes from both teams.
So we do see the engagement onto this still first Lord of the match. Looking at blue, Yuzong. He's got a beautiful position here. Oh, but we do see him committing on to Tokolosh. Will we see that passive coming through? Oh, Tokolosh gets taken down from the Kimmy. Granger coming in, finishing off the job onto... Oh, Clint by the Hayabusa gets a shadow kill onto Granger, and we will see Cupcake getting taken down as well. It's a 2-for-3 exchange at this moment. Will we see a 2-for-4 exchange? Yes, as Hayabusa picks up the double kill, and they continue this engagement onto this first Lord of the match. We will see Robin retreating at this instant to try and save that tier 3 turret, as YSS opted out and just to go and get that split push and chase the objectives. We will see CC taking down this last tier 2 turret in favor of St. Dynasty. Oh, but the Mountain Shocker is on to Hayabusa. Shadow kill gets committed. Oh, what a clutch play. Taking down the Matilda. Will the YSS be able... Oh, what is this? Fast fingers coming in from Khan. But unfortunately, Granger does finish him off.
Seems like Ren might also be in a bit of trouble if CC decides to chase him, but with the Lord going up into the top lane, there's no golden shields for the side of Fanaticy. But at least it's gonna be a case of 4v5 as they try to defend the base this time, so they might be able to stall the game just a little bit longer. Implosion play also missing out. Blue into the mix with the Black Dragon form, dealing a lot of damage but taking a lot as well. Tigreal does fall as well as the Yuzong into the mix. Jinx has to retreat, but Matilda doing a lot of damage right now and a lot of poking. Cupcake trying to help her, but right now it's just gonna be a case of a good defense.
Yeah, it's just a case of good defense. Yeah, so it was a 1-for-1 exchange. Did you see the Dawning Light? Oh, was it a steal? No, unfortunately not. So close. So close. But yeah, there's a tier, that's the second tier 3 turret getting taken down for St. Dynasty. Minions for the win.
Definitely minions for the win. But the minions are starting to push in, coming out from all the lanes. The lanes are almost synced up quite nicely from the side of St. Dynasty. But with all the farm going into the side of Fanaticy, they might be able to start catching up.
Yeah, and but yeah, we do see the Mountain Shocker gets committed onto Mimic. So that was just a a scout play coming in from the YSS. So we are going to reach that 15-minute mark. Looking at the items, everyone is pretty much full, almost full build. Hayabusa has that 30 stacks on the Sky Piercer. So yeah, I mean that Shadow Kill is going to hurt. Yeah, so it is 14-8 in favor of St. Dynasty, still having that 3k gold.
Thanks to all the teams almost finishing their entire builds, the gold lead is going into that stage where it isn't going to matter quite soon. But I'm loving the rotations coming out from the side of St. Dynasty, where they're going with 3-1-1. But the poking coming out from the CC is absolutely crazy, and it's putting so much pressure onto the side of Fanaticy. But Ren doing a beautiful job on the split pushing for the side of Fanaticy.
Yeah, well, that's ideally what you want to do in this, especially in this time, waiting for the Lord up. So that was a beautiful split push coming in from Rin. As we do see the second Lord, believe it or not, the second Lord of the match is spawned now at the 16-minute mark. We do see both teams rotating for this Lord, but look at that warning light doing so much damage.
Absolutely, but also a conceal play, beautiful implosion play as well coming out from Call Me Robin. Pushback coming on the Yusun falling just like fly right now, and it's gonna be a case of 4v5. The side of Fanaticy can definitely not contest for this, and it's difficult to even try for a steal.
Oh well, getting that pick off onto the Yuzong is definitely ideal, because when we had the previous Lord fight, we did see how it did play out with the Yuzong positioning beautifully. The Dawning Light was committed a moment ago, but we do see the curtain call, no curtain call onto the Matilda. Just the poke continuing there. They do secure the second Lord of the match in favor of St. Dynasty. Fanaticy, they need to retreat. Matilda barely escaping with her life. You can't even see the health bar. Or health in a health bar. Oh, but we do see the play onto Ren. Shadow kill into the mix. That's a double kill for the Hayabusa. But Timmy comes in and takes him down. We do see the curtain call onto Yuzong. Will we see the follow through? Oh, Xavier takes down the Yuzong. Matilda with the circling eagle. However, Clint takes down the Matilda. We do see St. Dynasty taking this first match in this best of 5 series. GG's. Well played.
Victory!
What a match. What a match, ladies and gentlemen.
That was absolutely beautiful coming out from the side of St. Dynasty. Fanaticy had some good defense moments and definitely tried their best with this one, but it was just a little bit difficult because St. Dynasty snowballed so hard so early.
Indeed. So Mimic picking up the MVP with the CC, and Cupcake picking up the MVP with Timmy. So 19-9, this match was settled just past 17.
Just 1 minute before that Super Lord could have come. Just 1 minute. If they waited 1 minute, we could have finally get a chance to see it.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's get into the lobby. So, ladies and gentlemen, Way said he will come and take over the stream. So if it is laggy at this moment, just bear with us for a moment or two. It will be resolved at 8. So let's just get through the second match, and we want to switch first pick. Yeah, it is. That to see. And ready?
Let's just make sure with both teams, and then we can head into the second match. But I just saw that you also typed in the message. So,
Tubesy, how do you expect me to share a screen if I'm busy? I know, I don't watch the WhatsApp message. Let me just...
Case does seem to be fine, though. He's back into the lobby. Definitely congratulations to the side of St. Dynasty, winning the first match in this best of 5 series. So there's a maximum of 4 more matches to go in the possibilities section. But will Fanaticy be able to actually make a comeback in the second match? Let's see. Into the drafting phase we go.
As we are. Oh, there we
Yo! If they gank the Clint with a Faza Moskov, he will lose the matchup. So the side of St. Dynasty definitely need to watch out for that early game rotation.
Definitely, and the thing is, with the side of Fanaticy, they have a lot of mobility right now with the Moskov that's able to jump just from one side of the map to the other, the Basha with that first skill, and the Farsa with the Very.
The mobility is 100% in the favor of Fanaticy. Yeah, you can say St. Dynasty also has a lot of mobility with the Lancelot, but other than that, there is a lot of backline dive or backline damage potential coming out from St. Dynasty, but if they get caught out, the sustainability coming out from Fanaticy will win the fight in the mid game. So the early game scaling is fairly in the favor of St. Dynasty, so it all comes down to the execution of the early game.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
Definitely, and with the buff coming out to the roamers, because they can now have a little bit more gold, getting that 30% in the first 5 minutes without stealing any of their non-roam teammates, they have more. They're gonna be able to get their items quicker, which means Florence healing can come way quicker as well, which also will be able to help them in team fights.
And also with you giving vision, also granting extra gold, it's very good to camp out and just watch them just rotate over. But with that being said, there is not a lot you can do as a support roam. You don't have the mobility you usually want as a roamer. Seems like the Litho is going to be taken by Fanaticy. It's going to be an opposite end rotation coming out from both teams. So they definitely want to get this Mimic out of the lane as soon as possible, because he is the losing matchup in this lineup.
True, and it seems like Moskov is playing quite safely here also in the gold lane. Scar doing a beautiful rotation, also coming to the gold lane. Actually, just in being able to intercept the rotation coming out from St. Dynasty as well.
It's a very good play there. But the thing is, with that being said, I think the early game, we're not going to see a lot of overextension. Both gold laners are playing fairly safe. Clint has to overstep a little bit for the gold and the minions because the wave was frozen a bit. But I mean, there's the gank onto the XP lane. But I mean, bro, Phoveus is very tanky in this early game. They're looking for the angle. There is a 4-man rotation. Gon is into the tower, but he gets first blooded by Phoveus. And that is why Phoveus is such a strong pick in this lineup.
Absolutely, and that was just a few seconds before the first turtle of the game is up. This gives the side of Fanaticy just a little bit of extra advantage right now.
Oh, what a stun coming out from Robin. Cupcake is looking for the angle. There's a feathered airstrike. Flicker coming out from Robin. Mimic is into the mix. There is the beautiful Bat's Feast. But Phoveus is now here to do a lot of damage. Rin gets a kill onto Jinx. But the turtle gets also taken by the side of Fanaticy. Gon looking to escape there, but they actually have the opportunity to go onto Mimic and onto the red buff. Mimic will be the next to fall. It's a 4-for-nothing exchange, and the turtle going in the favor of Fanaticy, and they will look for this red buff invade. Seems like Conqueror is going for the blue buff, might go for the red buff on the enemy side.
This is like Fanaticy switching gears in the second match. They actually managed to get 4-0 in the first 3 matches of the match. But the rotation coming out from this St. Dynasty, you were correct about them going for the red buff right now. And not vision getting given by the side of the mage.
What a wonderful play from Mimic, stealing the red buff away from Rin, and Lance going for his own red buff. So there is no buff in the hands of Rin, and this is all advantage so far, even with the last fight. But there's Phoveus with the hard guard into the mix. It is currently a 4v1 situation. The feather airstrike there, just not doing a lot of damage. Phoveus looking for the angle. There's the Batang with the first break. Conquerors into the mix, but I don't think they will want to commit to this fight too hard.
Definitely not. Also, Sicilian is still quite low on his stacks so far. He's only at 50 stacks right now, so it's gonna be a while to get him online to deal with the damage, even with the Bat's Feast right now. But beautiful poking and invading coming out from the side of Fanaticy. Just not sure if they managed to take the small cap.
Yeah, it's a good engage there. But with that being said, looking at the item builds now, Phobia's going, looks like for Oracle first item to pair up with that Angela Hard God. But there's Rin looking for Call Me Robin. But he gets saved by Jinx with that Sanguine Claws. So the Hard God is Phobia's main target. And if he gets that, oh no, so he's going for the Brute Force. Okay, so he's going for the sustained build. So Brute Force into either Oracle or War Axe might be the play. But I mean, he's already so tanky and he's got the ability to frontline a lot more.
True, and with Angela having a cooldown on her ultimate for 15 seconds, this makes the ultimate so much more spammable and actually a lot more crazier. Just allowing Fanaticy to have a bit more aggressiveness for their side, especially with them having a Phobius and a Basha in the lineup.
Yeah, it's a solid matchup, and this is the thing I love. Mimic making a rotation to the gold lane, leaving Conqueror to push the tier 1 turret in the top lane. Faza's going for the rotation, trying to save the tower, but I don't think there's anything that she can do. Even with a feathered airstrike, there is a lost turret, but the turtle will go the favor of Rin.
Sure, but they did lose a turret in the meantime. They're gonna have to make up for it. But Heartstring onto Cocopops. He's doing a beautiful job of dealing a lot of damage right now. But they're not gonna be able to commit too much right now. Phobia is going in with the Infernal Pursuit, dealing a lot of damage to Mimic right now. And Mimic manages to catch him into a wall, but he's so tanky right now. I don't think he's gonna be able to fall so soon.
He might go if he gets another, but there's a Hard God coming out from Angela. They're looking for the target onto Jinx. He will pop the Purify, but I mean, there is the Infernal Pursuit. One more stun and he's down for the count. Robin is very low, so he definitely needs to disengage from this fight. So, I mean, bro, this Phobius needs to be shut down because Blue is doing a wonderful job. And they once again going for the angle onto the Blue Bluff. Cupcake is also into position. There is a Feather Airstrike combat with Blue, and I think this will be a successful blue buff invade coming out from Fanaticy.
Definitely, a Phobius just annoying people right now. Once again with a Heartstring, and Cocopop managing to take down the floor. And Conqueror is so low and gets taken down as well, giving a double kill to the Moskov, but Moskov does fall. And Phobius is just allowed to do whatever he wants in the enemy's jungle, able to take down things as well.
Bro, this Oak is just tower diving for days. Mimic flickers out, but there's a feathered airstrike just to secure the kill. So that's why I said, bro, this Phobius pick is the winning angle. This is the reason they are having such a large aggressiveness into their favor. Losing a turret in the top lane, but making up with 2 in the bottom mid is definitely a worthy exchange. And this tier 1 turret in the top lane is also in danger. Conqueror looking for the angle, but there's a 4v1. I don't think he's able to do anything there.
And with Angela, she has her ultimate is so low on cooldown, already back into 30 seconds. We do see an engagement here in the bottom lane onto Moskov, but he's playing quite safely. But with this Angela, she's allowed to play so aggressively right now, and the Phobius can still stay in a team fight for so much longer than the side of St. Dynasty can. I do not think that they calculated an Angela and Phobius into this mix.
But I'm loving the rotation, knowing that they can't go for the turtle engagement, rather looking for the angle. But I mean, Conqueror gets bursted down by Cupcake. Blue's looking for the angle. There's a Hard God onto Phobius, and Conqueror is in danger. He gets a Zing out to safety, but they are still chasing. Scar jumps off. There is the slow coming out. But, Conqueror just barely escapes. But with that being said, all 3 turtles did go the favor of Fanaticy. And a lot of jungle evades coming out. And this feathered airstrike is just doing so much zoning currently.
Absolutely. It's putting so much pressure on to the side of St. Dynasty right now. And even Khan doesn't really get
So, hello everybody, and welcome back to the stream. I'm just gonna get cameras up and running shortly, and then we will have everything up and running and set for all of you in just a little minute. My apologies for the delay. You know, work is work, and well, internet connections can be internet connections. Like I was saying on the stream, you know, it's like those hungry girlfriends that you get. They can be grumpy, they can be temperamental, and apparently, according to Beanies, you can sort them all out with a pie.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, the question is it a pepper steak pie? Is it a cheese and a biltong pie? Is it a sausage roll? What type of pie?
Well, dude, to be
Chicken
honest,
and mayo.
I've never had a cheese and biltong pie. Sounds like it could be interesting.
No ways. Bro, it's very nice. It's very nice. You also get a spinach and feta pie as well. You see, there's a lot of options.
Why am I in the team?
Yeah, they're trolling you. They're saying Scar's going to ref and you're going to roam for Fanaticy. But bro, what a game! Like, this was a complete 180 from the first game. Fanatics has played super well. And I think the biggest mistake was overlooking the Angela. Because Angela is currently broken. And pair that with the Phobias against a Lancelot and a Badang. Yeah, that was won by the draft.
Yeah. I was watching while I was at work, right? So, you know, I did get to see the games themselves. Very, very exciting matches, I must admit. But, you know, it's worthy of, like, you could say, an upper bracket finals. Because like, you're playing for your place in the grand final. So naturally, you know, it's going to be this back and front. So 1-1, the score being, it's like literally anybody's guess what's going to happen in this next game. And we got to see how important it is, how important drafting is to the whole situation. You know?
Oh, 100%. I mean, like, going for respect bands is a good idea, but you definitely need to focus on what your comp wants to be and what works against your comp, and looking for that as well. So, yeah, a bit of oversight, but I mean, it's easy fixable. So I think we will be looking at maybe even a 5-game best of 5, actually.
Could take us all the way to the first. You're definitely correct. But we will see what's going to happen in just a moment, right? I'm just getting the final few details here sorted out. Then we'll be back into the action, into the game. I'm sure all the people at home tuning in what is it, 65% of the votes going the way of Saints. Well, they are considered right now to be the strongest team in South Africa. So they're were favorites actually from the start, I think, of the tournament to go through to the finals and potentially win it.
No, I 100% agree. And the thing is, it would actually be crazy if we see an upset win here. Fanaticy taking the victory and then putting some Dynasty to the lower bracket. And let's say then Dynasty, for example, wins the lower bracket, and then the grand finale is the grudge match. I think the finale is going to definitely be a grudge match, I think.
Look at Shrews, he's making his own soap opera over here.
Well, I mean, if it does happen this way, I would definitely watch a soap opera.
Yeah, it's like Conquerors of Dawn, the soapy, brought to you by Oshroomsy.
Me and Scorpy thinking the exact same thing.
Alright, so I am ready to go.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I
He
am.
just said he's ready.
I am not ready.
So, everything is up and running and set. I think we fixed
Then we go into drafting phase. Let's go!
Boom
Let's
chakalaka.
Way being a lifesaver here.
Right, so we're back into the mix. We're heading off into the drafting phase. And so you get to not see us and get to see the actual draft. So we're back at it.
Back at it again.
So everyone, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and let's go! Oh, Faramis. Well, it seems like the trend with the bans are continuing, as Faramis is the first ban for St. Dynasty yet again. Fanaticy not allowing Mimic to pick up that all-out whatsoever. I mean, it's this is the trend been going on for the first two matches. Jinx with a response.
Definitely, but I'm definitely hoping to see either a Fabius ban or an Angela ban coming out from the same dynasty, if they're not planning to take this heroes themselves.
What?
Why?
And back to the full screen we go.
Alright, so I was just informed by the refs that one of St. Dynasty's members disconnected, and they're trying to just quickly reconnect to the game.
Where do you see that?
I live with the ref. Did you forget that small fact, Scorpy?
I'm also living with the ref tonight, and it's just quite weird. Let me quickly go sort out the other ref. If you hear loud noises, it's I promise you I'm not hitting Mads with a pillow.
Okay, I was going to say something, but let's keep it family friendly.
Okay, the match will be resuming soon, it does seem so. The refs with which you two live did seem to sort it out.
Yeah, we've got the two best refs in South Africa in our pocket tonight, so I don't think we're going to have a lot of issues.
Definitely agreed there. Jinx, getting able to ban the Angela. Yes! Someone sees it. Okay. Bancy Angela, good call coming out from the side of St. Dynasty. Coco Pop's gonna be able to go for the next ban. Are they once again gonna focus on either Conquer or Mimic this time?
I think they might be going for the YSS ban again, because from what I heard, he was currently very irritating there in the hands of Conqueror in the first game. But with that being said, there's a lot to ban. Because, I mean, the CC is also an option, and glue is also in the pocket. So going for the CC ban, not a bad choice. It automatically opens a lot of potential on your own XP lane.
Definitely. Conqueror getting the last ban for the first phase of the drafting phase for the side of St. Dynasty. Will it be a Phobius? Or a Lapu-Lapu?
I don't think it's necessary for the Phobius first ban. You can leave him for the second ban, or just not big dashy heroes. So Phobius first ban, not a good choice. But with that being said, maybe going for one of Scar's heroes, or maybe even looking at Rin's draft. The Boxer was a kind of a problem. Okay, so they're going for Cupcake's Kimmy. I mean, we've seen Cupcake on that Kimmy, and it's not something you want to overlook.
Definitely not. I mean, even in the first match of this best of 5, Cupcake got the MVP, even though Fanaticy lost, and she had a KDA of 5 1-on-1.
Yeah, that's crazy. In a losing match, getting 5-1-1 is kind of cracked. So, yeah, a good ban. So, the last ban for Fanaticy, that is where the question comes in. What are we looking at? Not a lot you can do. Maybe I would say focus another ban onto Mimic. Get Mimic's heroes out as soon as possible. That automatically opens a lot for your team. So yeah, there's a clue. Solid pick. Solid ban there.
True, but there's still the other heroes, which is Uranus, Bedang. What's the other one? Esmeralda. He likes playing Esmeralda a lot. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he goes with, unless he swaps with one of the St. Dynasty's people. Either maybe going for Jinx or Robin.
I would say honestly, leave Mimic to counter because you can't pick Uranus because they have the follow-up pick. Okay. Lapu, I agree. I'm loving the Lapu pick. There's not a lot you can do against the Lapu. So we might see Yuzong counter pick coming out from blue. So it's a skilled matchup. And pair that in with maybe the high loss from Scar. Or even Cupcake's Faza once again.
True, that could work. Fanaticy might even once again look to get Basha as the jungler, because if I understand correctly, Lapu Lapu also has some good healing. So there it is, Basha.
Yeah, I forgot about the Basha. The Basha is a solid pick here into the lineup. I mean, he has the anti-heal, but he also has a frontline ability. He pairs up with the Sicilian front Cupcake. So that Nalo's not going to do good, bro. Yeah, so the Lunox is good. I think they should use the Lunox and maybe up Robin on maybe the Minotaur, or even what other picks are there?
Pain
Grok
is the proof that I'm still alive.
I think, what about a Gatagacha? Because if you go with a support, isn't the Basha just gonna counter that?
Yeah, to a degree. I don't like this Brody pick. Brody is very susceptible to multiple frontliners. So if I was Fanatics, I would definitely up the Yuzong, because you need something against Mim. Because if they don't pick the XP laner now, St. Dynasty is just going to ban Yuzong and Uranus. Uranus is still open though, but they have the Lunox, so it might not be the best pick, but they will ban 2 heroes
when I give the word.
Team is banning.
Okay, Khalid. He gives even more mobility to the side of Fanaticy. Fanaticy does seem to like the mobility lineups.
Oh, bro, Khalid is the best roamer in this current patch, because he's one of the few heroes that can scout out a lot, and he can actually do the level 2 invade on the first buff. So he gives vision, falls back, gives vision, and then if you're an assassin, you're dead. So they definitely have to watch out for that. Going for the Lancelot ban, not a bad ban. I would definitely follow that up with the Hayabusa as well.
True, but with the Hayabusa still getting taken out, no? Then there's also the Yi Senshin that's still left. There's the Ling, but I don't think Ling would do good here.
YSS might be okay. I would leave the YSS open. I think they have both the Baxia and the Khalid to deal with YSS, and the Sicilian on top of that. So that's a lot of damage, and they still have the XP laner open as well. So yeah, YSS won't be a problem. I think Hayabusa is the biggest threat in my personal opinion. But then again, I'm not in the grand final, so what do I know?
Well, you know what they say, a former poacher makes the best
Who said there are no shortcuts in life? I literally invented one.
They say those who can't do teach.
Battle! Your team extinguishes!
Masha.
Masha.
Interesting. So the chip ban, I can get that. I mean, Chip got a buff, and Robin is one of the main chip players, so not a bad choice, and they do have the lineup to pair with that. But that leaves the Hayabusa open, so they definitely need something to deal with the Hayabusa. Yuzong is the only choice. Bedang will lose in lane. So, yeah, unless you give up the lane and focus on the team fight, which is not a bad choice, I think Yuzong is the player.
True, and in the first match, Blue did go with the Yuzong, and Conqueror went with Hayabusa, and they clapped the Yuzong so hard, it was not even funny. Yuzong didn't even get a chance to really leave his lane.
Chivalry is dead.
Your
and I
team
will
is
revive
picking.
it.
Okay, I can get that. I mean, Coco Pop's going with his main on the Clint. Now, this is a solid pick. Bro, Tigreal, especially with the Lapu going a hybrid build, and you have the Lunox on top of that, just is a so good of a pick. And with that being said, there's not a lot of purifiers. Like, yeah, Cecilian can rock the purifier, but other than that, it's going to be a very good Tigreal game, yeah.
Definitely. And like you said, this combination, if you throw in Tigreal's Implosion, then there's Lunox going in with a light ultimate, Lapu Lapu going in with the Bravest Fighter, and then Joy just going in with the Electro Beats, killing anyone that hasn't died so far. Which would actually be insane.
Will instruct me.
Yeah, that's a combo. So, with that being said, I would look at the XP lane attacking a counter-engaging hero. Yeah, that works. That 100% works. Because the thing is, Grok is CC immune whenever he uses a skill or even his passive. So, if you time it well and knock back the Tiger, you can actually cancel the implosion. So the Grok is a very good pick, but he is going to get stuck in lane. So I would like to see Mimic go for that aggressive cutting, but they of course have to watch out for the Khalid early game, because there is going to be a level 1 invade, I think, from Khalid.
Definitely agree with you there. But on the overall lineups, what do you think about both teams?
I would bro, this is a tough game. This is such a tough game. Like, I love the combo coming out from St. Dynasty, but all of it gets countered by the Grok. So it all depends on how they play it. But if I have to choose, I would say Fanaticy will win with the draft.
I agree with you there. The only problem is they're a bit on the late side with the Sicilian, but the rest of their composition seems to be a bit on the early to mid game. But let us ask what the play-by-play casters are gonna say, going to Waylander and Scarpskinkle.
Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. We're in the third game of the evening. For those of you who want to know the score, it is 1-1. St. Dynasty up against Fanaticy. We've heard a lot about the drafts and what everybody thinks. I'd like to hear from you guys in the chat who you favor in terms of the draft. Are you favoring Saints? Are you favoring Fanaticy? And like, I know obviously you got your favorite teams, you got your favorite players. In this particular case, right, we'll just leave bias aside and we'll just focus on the draft itself. Granted, I know the individual skills of players does make a difference. So, because you can have the best draft in the world, but if you don't know how to play it, then we're gonna have problems. Kind of like I don't know if any of you remember this. A few years ago, the team that went across representing South Africa for on the international stage. This was before, obviously, our current South African teams that are actually pretty decent. I'm just talking about years ago, when Mobile Legends first was introduced into the international scene. That you could have all the best heroes and drafts in the world. If you don't know how to play, it's gonna be disaster. I don't know if anybody watched that.
I'm unfortunately one of those lost souls that didn't watch that. But yeah, nonetheless. So we did find out it's the Grok that didn't load in for the side of Fanaticy. So just waiting for him to load in and we can continue with this matchup.
I think the ref is mistaking the heroes. It looks like it's the Baksha that didn't load in, because the Baksha's AFK and the Grok is moving to lane. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Well, whichever one it is, it's somebody. Whether it's not like we're going to give special preference to the Grok just because he's a stone lizard and give him the pause.
That throws walls.
Yeah, that throws balls. He looks like a mini boss from the fighter game.
So, interesting rotation come out from Scar already at level 1, going for the invade onto the gold lane rather than the jungle. This is what I love about the Khalid in this patch. His ability to just poke the whole map. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well, you'll see this kind of rotations from now, especially now, with Cho's, Khalid's, Chip, and who else? Even if you're playing Basha on the roam, all three of them, because they have this extreme mobility, have that. It's like now a thought that you have to have in your head. It's like, look, when it comes to this particular moment in time in the drafting phase, the moment you see there's a Khalid, there's a Cho, there's a Basha, there's a Chip, you must be aware that this is a potential. It's a potential that they're going to gank the gold lane early. Because, I mean, you go in there, if you think about it, right? Khalid's going to go in. He scouted out the Brody. He's going to pick up a quarter level XP before anybody gets any XP at all. This is before the waves hit. Picks up a quarter level of XP, throws out a little bit of poke damage if Brody is unaware that this is going to happen, then drifts across towards the jungle just to see what's going to happen. You'll scout out another 1 or 2 or 3 players, you're already level 2. And you've got that mobility to be able to do all of that, get in, get out. It's going to be problematic. It's kind of like when there's a Farsa. If the enemy team picks Farsa, you're on the gold lane. You must know the moment the mid lane wave is cleared, they're coming to gank you.
True.
So it's like these changes to the draft have. I've been saying this since the update, right? It's massive. The way we play the game is completely different, and especially in the ranking system. Whether it's dangerous grass or whatever the option is, especially the one with the changes to the walls. Oh my days, that changes the game.
Yeah, so it seems like a player, it allow him to go back into the game. As you know, tournament lobby sometimes does that. So we will be restarting the game, same pick, same draft.
All right. So, but anticlimactic for the third game. But anyway, we will get everything up and running and sorted.
Victory!
And so the teams should be back into the lobby now. And then hopefully everyone has reconnected and sorted out their internet issues. Because, well, you can see one complete player missing. Maybe I should fill in.
I would also not mind filling in. I'm burning to play.
That's that's the thing about doing streaming and casting is, as you're watching the games, right, you start to get this like sort of itchy fingers where you want to actually go into the game and play, but you can't, but it's still itching and you still can't do it. You just gotta wait, and then eventually when everything is done. I'm not saying that what we're doing is not enjoyable. Of course it is. It's fantastic. It's amazing, right? We get a front row seat to action and drama and suspense. Yes. But there's moments in time you'd like to play.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I've got some catching up to do to Angelique. She's been outranking me.
I haven't played Mobile Legends in so long. I get to play like a few games a season now, which sucks, and you have no idea how much this sucks. And so, speaking of sucking, now that I've decided to play a little bit more and find the time to do so, I'm like, I suck. This is so bad. I can't believe I can't do these certain things anymore. I've been deliberately avoiding playing certain heroes that I used to love to play. Like your Lings, etc. The ones that require those little bit of skill to actually play. I'm deliberately avoiding them because I'm like, ish.
I feel so out of touch, disconnected.
Yeah. It is unfortunate that, you need. Mobile Legends is one of those games you need constant practice, because if you play for like a season, you don't play, then you kind of become washed, and then you have to relearn everything. Because with the updates changing so much to the game, especially like now, coming back into the game now is like completely relearning everything with the latest few updates.
Come on, Dexter. It's our showtime.
What I've noticed personally, right, is granted understanding macros, rotations, positions, and where people are going.
Let's hear from the crowd. Make some noise for yours.
I understand and I know that. It's just the mechanical abilities feel
My
fun.
inner light
It just
will instruct me.
Excuse me, it just feels odd.
Only
like you just,
love,
you're not comfortable
dead,
in it, so
everlasting.
Revive it.
True. Oh, it's Friday. The first season of Rising Open is here. So I might go play a bit the Rising Open after this.
That I'm still alive.
I haven't actually played Rising Open.
It's tough. You play on a 120 to 180 ping, so it's like playing with a backlash. But I mean, it's the early stages of Rising Open is very easy. Like you just pick Xbox jungle and auto win. Like in Rising Open, I haven't lost a match with Xbox yet. That's how easy it is, because he's one of the best heroes to play on high pings.
Yeah. Basically, what
You
you're
should
trying
be
to say,
ashamed for not
hero.
trusting yourself. Your team is picking.
On high ping, yes, no skill.
Command confirmed.
Your team
online.
Every hero requires
Come and join me in
even
my
the
dream
ones
world.
that seem
This
like
land
oh,
is
it's
our
like
homeland,
brain dead,
and it
just
will
press
soon
button.
be your burial
The skill
ground.
actually doesn't come
Sand
in pressing
rises
buttons.
when I give the word.
Skill comes in with positioning, timing, decision making. It's the thing that makes MOBAs so absolutely fascinating. As you just said just now, it's like this new season is like completely different from every other season. Just one patch, one update comes into the equation, and the way you play, what you do, how you do certain things changes completely.
Yeah, I mean, then, because even if there's no heroes, a hero changes. There's only the roam change, for example. It would have already thrown the whole game upside down. So a small change like that, okay, it's not a small, it's a massive change. But yeah, let's hope this time everyone loads in and there's no McDonald's issues tonight.
It seems like it's okay. I can see 100% on my side all the way across.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
Yeah, it seems alright.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them!
Yeah, there we go. It seems like it has been sorted out.
Yeah,
So,
this time Khalid not going for the gold play. He's like, okay, they know my strategy. I should change it up.
Oh, look at that! Pulling out the minion waves to delay the minions. That's that actually gives advantage to Zayn Dynasty in a degree.
Yeah. Because as I'm sure you noticed, right, from playing Dota recently, Scarpy, wave management in like Dota and especially Dota is such a huge thing.
Yeah, it is, bro. Especially, the minions here and on Dota, it spawns every 30 seconds, so it is crazy. Oh, but we do see the engagement into the mid lane. We do see the displacement coming in from Tigreal. Khalid taking so much damage at this moment. But obviously, he'll jump on his, sand cloud and disappear.
Yeah, and then he can play back to full health. It's interesting to see how, look at the engagement onto Brody. He's gonna have to second skill back to safety. Khalid has the ability to reposition. So far has a slight lead in terms of XP over the Tigreal, which is to be expected. There's a bit of poke damage here. Pasha throwing out a couple of shields onto Robin. Robin having to reposition, but we're going to a battle into the mid lane. Lunox dishing out the damage. Oh, the flicker! The flicker to dodge the electro beats. He's like, no, this music is not to my taste. I'm getting back to base. But it's gonna be the engagement here onto the Sicilian Cupcake taken down. Bosh, you're trying to deal with this Joy, but Joy on a double. This is not what you want to see. If you're up against a Joy. Early game
Not so early on. Not so early on. Yes, see, now I keep on pressing wrong buttons and my game flashes out. Alright, but I'm back in. So yeah, first turtle of this match has spawned up. It's just past the 2-minute mark. St. Dynasty having that 400 gold to their advantage at this moment. No one going to set up for this first turtle of this match. We do see Joy going for that jungle invade. Even though it's just the rock monster, it is still a jungle invade. But we do see Joy going on to Khalid with an electro beats under the tier 1 turret. And that was successful for Saint Dynasty.
Yeah, so that's 3 kills, all going the way of Joy, but she's gonna have to reposition. This is a little bit of dangerous territory, especially with the Grok. The Tectonic Charge did come in onto the Lunox. She has her Light Ultimate and Dark available. Tiger being poked out. There's the Brilliance form coming out as Fanaticy using this very tanky lineup they have to deal with it. The electro beats into the back. They manage to take down it, and there's a continuation of the fight. It's a shutdown kill there on the Joy, but it's going to be a 2-for-1 exchange overall. St. Dynasty very aggressive at the start, picking up quite a few kills, though it hasn't really translated into, oh my goodness, that's a wall smash going in there. Grokky wants to go in for more. Tiger's like, wait, which direction am I supposed to go here? This Grokky's after me. He's gonna come in. It's going to be the implosion play coming through. But somehow the blue team, which is Saints, did manage to steal the turtle as well. With no retribution.
Yeah, with no retribution. I mean, he just came in, just staying at the back. But yeah, bro, this is a different match coming in from the second match. So I think St. Dynasty definitely took it very personally what happened in the second match, especially looking at the aggression coming through here. But if you look at the score, the gold is even. And St. Dynasty does have, well, the 3 kills to their advantage and a successful blue buff invade.
Yeah, but the question is, where is the gold? So the gold would be mainly on this Clint right now. That's what's keeping them more or less even in terms of the trade that's happening, right? Because there's about an 800 gold lead between the jungles at this current moment. But Clint has eaten, oh my goodness, they do manage to take another kill, Saints. But Clint has eaten bulk of this gold shield.
Yeah, that's where the gold lead came from, or the gold advantage on the Clint. But I mean, especially that's what you want for your marksman so early on. You want your marksman to be fed on gold, as we do see the pushback coming in from Tiger. However, Lunox does get the kill onto Sicilian with the Joy in the mix as well. But we do see Khalid coming for this rotation onto this minions just below the tier 1 turret. We do see Grok and Lapu coming for a full map rotation.
Yeah, there's Khalid in the back. But he's gonna get poked back as this invade is continuing in here. They will be after the Clint, hopefully. There's the electro beast coming up from the Joy. She has that CC immunity. She's going in onto the Khalid. He gets the prayer off. He sandstorms into the mix. He's gonna get taken down. Tectonic Charge there to follow with the bravest fighter into the backline. However, Clint manages to survive this. There's the Bat's Feast. Oh my goodness. Momik with a flicker over a wall. Doing some Olympic style hurdles here.
Yeah, it's a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of St. Dynasty, and we do see Brody nearly taking down that first tier 1 turret in favor of St. Dynasty. But we do see the wall coming in from Grok, pushing back. Coco Pops nearly catching Brody there. A beautiful play coming in from Blue with that wall.
Yeah. Oh, that is true. Tigreal, he's gonna be caught in the middle of no man's land. Sanguine Claws pulls him back. Akali just starting this turtle, pulling it towards his side. Conqueror here, trying to get that electro beats set. Gets stunned out, has that electro beats, goes in onto the Grok. The wall is there to the equation. It's gonna be Momik there with a finish off as the Bat's Feast does come out. The continuation of this fight, but the implosion play from Robin. Oh my goodness.
It's the implosion play of a lifetime, catching everybody. It's a 3-for-0 exchange. Turtle going down. Mid lane under pressure. Brody should be taking top lane as well. This was a disastrous turtle fight. And Electro beats there in the back just to add salt to the wounds.
The tier 2 turret does take down the Joy. But yeah, giving the kill to Grok. So Grok would be very grateful of that tier 2 turret. But we do see the engagement as Scar tries to get that play onto Tigreal. That's not ideally the hero that you want to play on just yet. We know Mimic is just below you as he did clear that minion wave. The Fanaticy should have that vision onto him. But yeah, we do see Mimic trying to get that engagement onto Khalid. St. Dynasty at this moment has the map advantage. They do have the gold as well and the kill advantage. And if we're just, 40 stacks for the Lunox on that Skypiece. So building Skypiece as a very first item.
So what Scorpio's telling us is they have all the advantages. All the cards. Yeah. And there's the implosion onto Khalid. Wash your hair with the counter engage Sandstorm. Not enough to save him. It's like, this is not the desert. You're in the jungle now. Time to take down that Khalid. Brody into the mix. Doesn't even need to use the torn apart memory. Did use it earlier on, so it's not like he had it available. Gets yet another kill. Red buff invade continuing. CC trying to steal this. But not enough damage just yet. However, look at the Grok. He's getting shutdowns everywhere.
Unfortunately, bro. But we do see the push, the split play coming in here from the Joy, trying to allow the minions to get onto the... Oh, but Joy will be caught out here, as we do see the engagement onto Joy, and yes, sir, killing spree getting picked up for the Grok. Why is Grok getting fed?
I don't know. He's overweight as it is. Look at him.
He didn't like you calling him a rock lizard, bro. But the implosion play coming in from Tigreal. The Sanguine Claws does secure Tigreal. Splint does finish off, but we do see Tokoloshi into the mix. Will we see that all apart? Oh, Lunox coming in with the monster kill onto Grok. Oh, but we do see, the Brilliance form gets committed, but the Bat's Feast from Sicilian is into the mix. Oh, he gets the shutdown onto Lunox, but Brody comes in and picks up a double kill. That is a 4-for-2 exchange in favor of St. Dynasty, just as the first Lord of this match has spawned up.
Yeah, well, it's going to be an uncontested Lord going the way of Saints with that particular team fight. They took advantage of the fact that there was no skills really available. A lot of those skills were committed onto the jungler, right? So there is something to be said, right, in terms of strategy here that you'd realize from what just happened. When you are fed, like as in there was a pretty decent gold lead, and one of your players was taken out of the equation and a lot of skills was committed to do that. Even though you don't have the number advantage, you can actually go in because you've got the level advantage and the gold advantage. The number advantage wouldn't play all that big of a part, but oh my goodness, look at Blue taking down that Lunox there. Lovely play from him. Well, he gets taken down in response, but it's a 1-for-1 exchange overall. Though I think Grok might be a little bit more important to the defense than Lunox would be to the offense in terms of taking down the turrets.
Turret has been destroyed.
But you want to see why Grok is doing so much damage? Look at his build.
He's got
it's full damage Grok.
Yeah. Yeah, full damage Grok is quite fun. Oh, but there's a full-on fight here happening in the bot lane. Khalid eating up all that damage. Flickers back to safety. Tier 3 turrets, the one on the bot lane is quite low, but the defensive side from Fanaticy coming to the forefront, and they managed to keep everything more or less okay. But this map control from the side of Saints is dominant. I mean, they have not lost a turret.
Yeah, that's true, bro. I mean, that's pretty much what happened in the first match as well. It was towards the later stage of the match that they lost a turret. It's the jungler that started split pushing. So, I mean, but we do see Saint Dynasty coming here into the top jungle here from Fanaticy. We do see the engagement onto Khalid. However, Grok gets scouted out. We do see the wall coming in from Grok. The brilliance form from Lunox has been committed defensively. Lunox definitely not liking the Grok.
Yeah. Grok's like target acquired. But with the Basha,
I mean,
you do have the ability to split push with the Basha, but that's not really what you want to be doing with the Basha. You know, you want to be going in there, poke in the front line. As Mimikia just stops the roll, it's going to be Khan into the mix. He pops that Electro Beats, manages to get back to a bit of safety. There is just under 15 seconds to go for this next Lord of the game. Looks like Fanaticy want to go for the contest here.
So, well, both teams pretty much setting up for this Lord. They do realizing that this Lord is going to matter. Oh, but we do see the Titanic charge coming in from Grok. Lunox gets a revenge as Grok has been taken down, saying thank you for coming towards me, and I will just shred you down, because we know Lunox is a tank killer.
Yeah, she just eats them up. Just eats them. You know how you're saying about eats them up, right? I just realized 2 of the players on the side of Fanaticy are named after food.
Cupcake and Cocoa Pops.
Making me feel hungry here.
Let's troll the chat. Eat some Cocoa Pops with melted cheese, and get your cheesy Cocoa Pops.
Well, you know what I like to do when it's Cocoa Pops time is to have it with chocolate.
Well, yeah, it does add extra chocolate to it.
Yeah, exactly. No Sandstorm onto the Joy. She should use an Electro Beast, but she dances over the wall. What an outplay coming in from Conqueror. With the Lord being up. Baited out. Just the turtle poison from Rin there. Lunox gets scouted out once more. That's Grok. He hits the tectonic charge. He blows up Jinx. It's like you caused us with the lag of the previous game there. Better reset because you disconnected. I'm gonna disconnect you now. But Brody into the mix, throws out torn apart memory, and so now it's going to be Rin, who's a distant memory, sent back to base. Kali trying to zone away, but he's just taking so much damage. The flicker implosion play only catches 1, but that's all they needed. They need the space. They need to get Takashi the opportunity to get the lock on. He's taking damage, however, from the Clint. Somehow they are surviving on the side of Fanaticy. Lovely play there from Cupcake with that Winter Crown, just baiting out that Lapo, who's now in a bit of danger. Pulled back, tectonic charge. Clint with the Cocoa Pops there, popping that Lapo. And so they somehow...
Snap, crackle, and pop.
Yeah, snap, crackle, and pop. Wasn't there a song that went with it?
Yeah, that was Rice Krispies' theme. Snap, crackle, and pop. That was the 3 characters' names.
Yes,
it was Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
It's a throwback to a different time, where even cereals were entertaining.
Yeah, well, bro, I mean, we didn't really have much of entertainment, but we do see Electro Beats from Joy takes down the Sicilian. However, Grok who takes down the Joy, but we do see the engagement continuing. This is little Khalid has been taken down by the Brilliance form from the Lunox. Oh, but the torn apart memory shreds through Grok. Will they be able to end this with the next minion waves coming in? Rin has spawned up. Let's see how this one does play out. Brody is trying to get that focus onto the Nexus. Oh, but he needs to flicker away.
Yeah. The wave coming in at just the right time. They're buying that couple of seconds for Sicilian. It's 3 seconds he needs to be in the mix. Can they find the angle for Brody to get the lock on? He's trying to lock onto the base. He does. He locks on. And that was target acquired in his mind, and he manages to get the score 2-1.
Victory!
You know, this is if I'm thinking about it, right? We don't often do these best of 5 series. This is the first time I'm putting a number 2 up on the the screen. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, so GG's well played to both teams. It's 2-2-1. It is match point for Saint Dynasty. Will Fanaticy get the one up and take us into the sudden death round? Tokolosh picking up the MVP for the side of Saint Dynasty, and Blue picking up the MVP for the side of Fanaticy. So without further ado, let's get into the lobby for the fourth match. My G. Oh, Shroomsy and Lotus, what did you think of this match?
It just went silent on us.
Yeah, it was a crazy match. Like, bro, Blue's grok was kind of cracked. It's just too bad that the team wasn't there to follow up as much. And, like, Khalid tried to hold his hands on for the Joy, but I mean, Joy just outplayed them like crazy. There was a few kills onto her, but, I mean, the team of St. Dynasty was just there to follow up Con's aggressiveness. So there was like 3 ultimates committed onto Conqueror. He died and then full team wipe. So it is crazy so far.
True, and I think there was too much attention put on all of the other members, but not enough attention put onto the Brody from the side of Fanaticy. They really could have tried to inhibit his farming a little bit more, because he was a seriously big problem late game.
Yeah, they had to find that Tokoloshi early, and they just let him run down the hole. So, yeah, good plays coming out there from St. Dynasty, and I was a bit skeptical of the draft. Like, I love the draft, but that grok was the game changer, and he played very well, but just didn't have the support of his team, unfortunately.
True. But so far, all 3 games have been having a certain pattern. Whichever team has a better draft and who starts snowballing early game usually shows an entirely dominant game. So I'm wondering, is this match going to go to the side of Fanaticy or Saint Dynasty? Will they still follow the same pattern? And this is going to be match point for Saint Dynasty if they do win this match.
Yeah, so Cupcake with the first ban for the side of Fanatics. Hoe ek wil huis toe gaan, la mama toe. Die rivier is vol my trane rol. 'n Bokkie wat vanaand by my wil lê, sy kan maar lê, ek is 'n loslappie. Loslappie! Okay, let's just see what's cooking.
Yeah, well, it was me being not smart. I just read half of the message saying there's a possible sub needed. I didn't read the never mind, so I paused because I didn't want them to start drafting and then they needed a sub.
Make some noise!
Oh, so you forced me to sing. You forced me to sing.
Bro, when last have you sung actually for us? So yeah, it was needed.
Is banning.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Alright, but the ban's being quite switched out here. Fanaticy batting out CC first and not the R-Lord. Saint Dynasty sticking with that Faramus ban. So not wanting Fanaticy to pick up that Faramus. I mean, this could be a different draft coming in for both teams coming up right now. So could this be that Fanaticy is trying to get that opening onto the Yuzong, knowing that Yuzong is stronger, or well, wins the lane over the R-Lord, so not minding the R-Lord at this moment? I mean, look, anything is possible at this moment. Coco Pops with a follow-up response.
Who said there are no shortcuts in
Your
life?
team
I
is
literally
banning.
invented one.
It does seem like they seriously want to keep this chip out of the tournament as far as they can. No shortcuts and definitely no hard guards once again coming out from the side of Saint Dynasty as they ban the Angela. The Angela and the second match of this best of 5 series was absolutely crazy, and Saint Dynasty will not be forgetting it soon.
That Angela was definitely devastating. I mean, well, look, it wasn't just the Angela. It was the combination of Angela and Phoveus. But Fanaticy going with that chip ban, definitely looking at something else, not respecting what the Saint Dynasty picked up in the earlier matches. But my question now is, are they going to ban out a jungler with the next ban, or are they going to focus onto Mimic, banning out the Uranus? So leaving open options at this moment for Saint Dynasty.
Definitely, but if they are banning these heroes, they definitely do also have a plan in mind. Florin also getting banned out from the side of Saint Dynasty, definitely focusing on a lot of the supports right now. Definitely trying to handicap, but Blue is gonna be the one to pick up the Arlet.
I am the constant that breaks the tide.
Will Mimic pick up the Yuzong now?
I mean, it's quite possible. Arlet is considered Mimic's signature hero right now because of how well he's played the hero in tournaments and the aggressive way he plays. But now, someone stole his signature hero.
Got him lined up in my sights.
Well, Arlet is pretty much Burma banned. Especially when you play against Saint Dynasty. Jinx picking up Kimmy for the side of Saint Dynasty, so we will see that early game aggression coming through from Saint Dynasty. We know that's the play when you see that Kimmy. Call me Robin picks up glue.
We haven't had a chance to see the glue this entire series, so finally he has come into the open. But how will Cocoa Pops and Ren respond? Well, we never see a Kimmy in the gold lane, so it's almost a given that we're going to see her in the mid lane. Ren picking up the Lancelot, surprisingly enough. Cocoa Pops might probably switch out with Cupcake, going either for Sushan.
I'm not allowing you to make that prediction. Tokoloshi with the next pick for the side of Saint Dynasty. Oh, swapping out with Conqueror, bringing in the Hayabusa.
The Hayabusa, as we saw in the entire first match, was absolutely crazy and did a lot of damage to this entire side of Fanaticy.
Yeah,
they're gonna be okay with dealing with this one.
Well, look, we need to give Con credit, right? He was super fast with his fingers, especially with those skills. Dodging a lot of stuff with the second skill and etc. But Saint Dynasty banning out the Moskov. So no Moskov for Cocoa Poppies.
But even with the Moskov taken out, there's still the Clint, there's still the Brody, and there's still the Granger. However, the Granger is a bit of a sitting duck for Hayabusa, so wouldn't really recommend that.
That's the moment where you need to start quacking.
No, thank you.
Alright. Waiting on Cocoa Pops. Definitely utilizing that 50 seconds. We do see the counter coming down to 5, 4, 3.
Pain.
Oh, banning out the Brody.
Still alive.
So, yeah, definitely respecting Tokolosh with that Brody. But I mean, look, there is still options to get picked up.
I've seen
Best
Dynasty.
wire in the server. Speak properly, please. Carry me. There was nothing wrong said about Con's Hayabusa. Actually, only praise. So I don't know what you're on, bro. But Getagacha getting banned out from the side of Saint Dynasty.
Getagacha is a pretty good hero, but I don't think he would have been the best hero for the side of Fanaticy's lineup right now. What roamer would you prefer instead for their current lineup?
If we're looking at everything right now, right? Yeah, Clint. So I mean, 1-1 is open. Minotaur, it's a good pick, especially against Lancelot. If you can get that knock-up timed perfectly, as well as the Minoan Fury. So the Minotaur would actually be a very good pick. It makes sense why all those extra supports got banned out. But Tokolosh picking up the Erythal. Oh.
Beatrix?
Beatrix is a very good pick. And Beatrix is deadly.
Please let it be a Beatrix. Beatrix is gonna be extremely exciting to watch because she's such a good marksman. I think she's the most difficult marksman in my opinion, but she's so dangerous and deadly. But they want to go for a Bruno.
They're going for the Bruno. I mean, Bruno, he does do well against if you say higher, his best higher in the server. Okay.
For a real fight.
Well, like I said, Conqueror Con is very good and did very well with his first match with the Hayabusa. So what more praise do you want me to give him? Con knows I love him and I'm a big fan of Con. So I've always backed Saint Dynasty, even from the previous years of MSA. So carry me. I think you need to carry me. And yeah, Mimic picking up. Oh, they're going for the swap. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude the draft for the 4th match. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and let's get ready to rumble as we will be heading in to the 4th match. It is match point for Saint Dynasty. And yeah, let's see how this one does play out. Let's go.
So it does seem like the side of Saint Dynasty wanted to go for a bit of team fight, while the side of Fanaticy wanted to go for a bit of a pick-off with a little bit of team fight lineups. However, we will... Yeah.
Yeah. Bro. Like I'm happy with Saint Dynasty's draft. Like I'm not loving this Kalia. I get the Kalia against the Hayabusa, a very good pick, and also the Irathel. So I get the Kalia pick, but I would have liked to see Scar going for the Hylos, because then it's that old deadly combo of the Hylos and the Zushin, which is solid. I mean, bro, if Scar scouts this out, this is instant level 2. Oh.
Yeah. Well, we'll see now how things are going to turn out. Just getting the camera adjusted. But Kimmy having that strong early game, like we know Kimmy does have quite a bit of poke here onto the Clear. There's a forced back, but Clear hits that level 2 power spike, so you should try to get the lift off here onto Kimmy with a Stormtrooper. Oh, but the stun comes in. There's the lift off onto 2. Revitalize out early there by Robin, or from Robin, just to make sure that they're going to be able to deal with controlling this mid lane. I mean, the mid lane battle is arguably the most important part of the entire game. Because if you lose the mid lane, you're in problems. Oh, nice scoop up here as the engagement is onto Robin. Lances into the mix. He gets the first blood. That invade not going the way Saints would have wanted it to. And with that, we've got Conqueror, though he's already that level 4. Wants to go in for a bit of a steal, waiting very patiently. Goes in onto the Lance. Lance has the second skill to safety. Throws out that... you know, every time I forget the name of his ultimate.
Phantom Execution.
Phantom Execution. Next time I forget, you can execute me. Stream.
Will do. But bro, it was an aggressive play coming out from Robin. Did not pay off. Luckily, Con almost got that invade. But with that being said, the mid lane battle is fairly in the favor of Jinx. That Kimmy is doing a lot of early game damage. And also with that being said, the fight coming out here between Mimic and Arlord. This is going to be interesting. Both of them are going for the backline dive. Engagement onto Scar. There's the split. The grab is also into the mix. Jinx will get the first blood. Robin is looking for more, but I don't think they will engage. The turtle is up.
Yeah, they're going to have to disengage here, most definitely. These are very disciplined players, but no way to go in for the contest. Hayabusa goes in there with that second skill slightly off point, but I think he really just wanted to get a bit of poke into the equation, allow his team the space to disengage from the jungle because they work fairly deep.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, the battle is currently so even that there's not a lot of advantage this or that. But with that being said, they need to start focusing onto this gold lane because the gold laners is going to make or break this battle, I think.
Yeah. Well, Sage does have that double gold lane up there. There's that glorious pathway, like a golden pathway or carpet leading to the destruction of Scar. Gets taken down there. Hylos now being engaged upon. It's going to be second skill from the Lancelot, but he did use that Phantom Execution already. However, Blue, with that Harlot plays into the mix. Nice rotation. Both XP laners getting across the map. Blue not done yet. Wants to go in for more. Knows that the Hayabusa is quite low, just wants to zone him away, delay him from trying to get any potential amount of extra farm. Will we see Blue go in for a wave cut and maybe a potential gank onto the Iritham? No, you're opposite against it.
Yeah, it's just solid. I mean, they have Scar there with Tsunami Slam available as well. There is the final slash, not on point yet. And I mean, they will disengage. It's a 3v1 situation, and Tokoloshi just outplayed them, but with this rotation coming out from Dynasty, they definitely need to watch out. They're going deep into the jungle without watching their backs. So if they play so aggressively without being outplayed, Rin is there in a lot of danger. The Phantom Execution was cancelled by the stun. There's the split in the grab. Freaker come out. So Conqueror is under the turret. They will get taken down.
Yeah, the fight is continuing here as Harlot is into the mix. He is chasing down this Hylos. Hylos is quite tanky, but is very low. The Revitalize into the mix here right up, and it should be able to survive all of this. And Glue just zoning everybody else away. He's like, I'm Glue. I'm like this gloop monster. You can't really kill me. I'm just gonna split when I need to and escape if I can. Get the grab. Stuns up 1 to 2. Somehow, he's in a 1v4 situation. Surviving for the most part. The flicker comes out. But there we go. Second skill in from the Lots. Taking that Glue down after quite a bit of effort.
That was a beautiful play coming out from Scar, setting everything up. He flickered Conqueror under the turret and then committed the Tsunami Slam. They're going for the full 3-man dive onto Coco Pops. They will get the kill. But with that being said, the full team of Fanaticy is also rotating there. Jinx did commit the Purify, so she has to watch out for the Zing coming out from Rin.
Nice second skill from Con as he managed to get back to the safety of the tier 2 turret. Took the final slash to the face and managed to second skill to safety.
That's kind of crazy. I mean, this is the Conqueror we know, outplaying everyone. Our real world live Kyrie South African edition. So not bad so far, but they need to start respecting the heavy counter-engage potential coming out there from Fanaticy.
Yeah, there's a Tsunami Slam right pick off onto Jinx there. Drags him back. Not even this golden carpet was enough to give Jinx the mobility to escape.
Yeah, I mean that was a double ultimate committed. I mean, there's not a lot you can do against that, especially without the Purify. But Connor and Tokoloshi is camping here, looking onto the angle. They're going onto Robin, but Mimic is here to help support his team. There's a stun up, but I don't think they are able to contest it, even though it is a 3v4.
Yeah, the damage not quite there yet. Lance taking down a turret. The engagement onto Blue splits to safety. But they didn't have the damage without the Kimmy available. So this game is very much in the favor of Fanaticy. We could be heading into the 5th match. The final flash comes through onto the Hayabusa. He has to use that shadow kill to try to get out. He's sort of dancing, gets pulled back, gets taken down. Kimmy is into the mix. The extraction pulse does come out, but there's so many players falling here. But it's Kimmy once more. This is what the Kimmy was there to do. Jinx dancing around. The grab is on there. But look at that, it's going to be a triple for the Kimmy. She's going for more. Can she get the Maniac? No, Zushin's like, I've got my lantern. I have protection.
Yeah, but with that being said, this is an engagement they will finish, and 2 tier 1 turrets will be pushed in by Dynasty. They will definitely get at least one of them, if not both.
So the next turtle is up 10 seconds before the Lord, so we might see a major Lord fight coming in, and it all depends on who gets caught out of position.
Yeah. You know, if you think about it, right, Kimmy as the Stormtrooper is not exactly like the Stormtroopers in real life. The ones that miss all the time. There's the final slash into the base. They managed to take down Conquerors of Dawn Hayabusa. But Kimmy has made the rotation. The damage is coming out. Tsunami Snap. Cell gets taken down. It's going to be a 3-for-1 exchange. Mud Lane talent melted. Lord is up, but with no retribution. I don't think the side of Saints are going to go for the split from the glue just to reposition that. Okay, maybe I was wrong. They were like, we don't need no retribution. All we need is Kimmy and Irville.
Yeah, 4v2 with 2 marksmen. There's no way that they could have contested that. But I mean, bro, they're going all out up against Conqueror. So Con is a menace. But wasting 3 ultimates to take down him and then just getting counter engaged, that is what St. Dynasty is kind of hoping for. And then the outplays come. So they definitely need to start respecting the team from St. Dynasty, the double marksman damage.
Yeah. Well, you can see, they didn't even have retribution. I was actually going to sing that one. Paraphrase Pink Floyd.
We don't need no retribution. Yeah, I mean, the road was taken down. At least they take 2 tier 2 turrets. But with that being said, that's all they can do. Oh, bro, check this damage coming out from Ren and Coco Pops. Almost taking down Tokoloshi. There's the final slash into the mix. The Tsunami Slam is there, but the Purifier has been committed. No, there's the Tsunami Slam now, sorry. Coleman Robert is in a lot of danger. The traction pulls onto Scar. Kimmy is looking for the angle. There's the first kill onto Scar. It's a 1-for-0 exchange.
Yeah, a lot of skills going on there. It was like a big old buffet of skills in that in the jungle around the blue buff here on Fanaticy's side. But just one player being taken down, which is odd. Oh, there's going to be the second kill. There's going to be the shadow kill out from the Hayabusa. He does dance back to safety. I was trying to get the pick up onto the mage there, which that's the one problem with the shadow kill, is when there's too many targets around, it just like bounces.
Yeah, and then you don't get the right targets targeted, and then you just bounce off, and it's easy to flick off if there's a lot of targets nearby. But with that being said, they are still looking for an angle. There's a 4v5 here onto the red buff. Mimic is in the split form, but there's a final slash onto Mimic. The continued engagement, but there's a glorious pathway. And into the backline, once again, Conqueror gets Tsunami slammed up. And the Shadows is there. There goes the shadow kill onto Scar. We will see him dance around back to safety. Mimic is onto the kill, and he does not commit the split. So that's a 4v5, and they get the kill.
Yeah, the revitalize guy.
What?
I think that was a misclick.
His fingers was too fast and he dashed right into the base.
Then he was like, oh damn, oh snap. But we're saying oh snap, Conqueror, unfortunately, we're gonna have to clip that.
Yeah, that is unfortunately Karimi's best Hayabusa in the server having a finger slip.
It happens, to be honest, it happens. It always makes me wonder, right? Does anybody here play with those finger gloves?
No, I don't.
Would it make a difference?
I think it might be, but you also need, because if your hands get sweaty, then you definitely need the thumb gloves. But with that being said, the duo here from the Hylos and the Glue doing a beautiful job zoning out and getting a kill onto Cupcake. Conqueror and Tokoloshi doing a run, not a good job there. So it's already a 1-for-0 exchange. They're looking for more, but there's the Phantom. You show the flicker with a Tsunami Slam. Robin will be the next to fall. Mimic does get this grab onto Blue. He is 1 HP, but he will sustain there. But there's a Sky Piercer takes the shadow kill. Gets another kill.
A 4-for-1 exchange, mid lane being battled out. I think this is it. It's only going to be Lance left alone to try to defend this. He has the ability to clear the wave. He's trying to do his best, manages to do this, and takes down Mimic. Oh my goodness. Could this be the start of an impossible defense coming through? The Lord is into the base. But Kimmy and Irithel are quite low. Lance is trying to go in. Hayabusa just zoning away. They need the Lord to charge into the base. They're trying their best, Zushin and Lance, to keep the wave away. Lance is dancing around, but he's so low. Hayabusa dashes in, and they manage to do this. Mission impossible achieved.
Bro, I did not expect that. That was kind of a crazy defense coming out from Fanaticy. I mean, this is match point. If they lose, they are going to the lower bracket. So it was a great play. Beautiful job for the Zushin actually pulling the Lord away and Lance just dashing around the minions.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You gotta hold your nerve, as Lance did do there. He said to himself, look, all I need to do is clear the wave. Just time this right. Clear the wave. But now he's being engaged upon godlike for this Killy. Jinx has been doing a monstrous job here. And well, going in on this Arlott, he gets the final dash, tries to dash away, but it's another double kill. And this time around, it's just Brody. All the waves are in here. I don't think that Brody's going to be able to do this. And that's 3-1, going the way of Saint Dynasty, moving into the grand finals. They know they are guaranteed of a pretty decent chunk of change.
A minimum of second place already, so that is well played from St. Dynasty. Sending Fanaticy to the lower bracket, not home just yet. They will be facing Xenagog for this third place finisher, as well as who goes through to the grand finale.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very, very interesting to see what's going to happen.
Wait, I think your camera is just trying to refresh there, bro.
Yeah, it's doing its own funny thing. It's sorted out. I just got the data up so everyone can see, how much of damage was done, who did what in the game. It's always interesting to check that out.
Indeed so, but GG's well played to both teams. Yeah, Saint Dynasty definitely clutching this one out through. It looked more even when Fanaticy picked up that first dub in the second match, but Saint Dynasty just showing them that look, you shouldn't underestimate us. And looking at this final match, Fanaticy had the advantage in the early game, but Saint Dynasty just turning the tides, and quite quickly.
Yeah, that's true. They did do that. So it's Saints very well played to them across the series. They're into the grand finals. They were, I would say, the fan favorites going into the tournament. I remember when the start of Conquerors, which seems almost like a lifetime ago now that I think about it, but it's been, less than a month? Everybody was like, Saints for the win, Saints for the win. Well, they're living up to expectations.
Yeah, this moment. So currently, as Streamsy said, they are secured a spot of, either $3,000 or $5,000. It just all comes down to who they are going to face. Yeah, bro, this was exciting. This really was exciting. I think I can't wait. But yeah, just looking at things, but I'll chat to you off the stream.
Well, we've got just 2 more games to go, and then we're going to be hitting that grand finals on Sunday, which is going to bring Conquerors to a conclusion. But we still have, obviously, as everybody knows, lots of Mobile Legends action coming up. There's another tournament with a prize pool. It's as well, not as big as Conquerors, granted, but a prize pool is a prize pool nonetheless. If you win part or your share of the prize, you can get yourself one of those sexy skins that's currently floating around that Moonton likes to tempt us with to spend all our pocket money on every couple of weeks.
Yeah, indeed. So, and the way is talking about Origins, which is continuing on Monday. But yeah, this is we've got an eventful weekend, right? We've got the big grudge match on PUBG on Sunday night, and I think we should actually move out the grand finals to the 30th of September for Conquerors, so that everyone can be present for that grudge match, and have everyone present for Conquerors of Dawn, the entire team and staff.
Well, everyone would just be me, because I know I have to multitask with certain things when it comes to the streaming. Yeah, okay. We will talk to the teams. We'll talk to everybody. Maybe it'll give us a little bit of a platform to build up the hype, build up the suspense. But tomorrow we should be able to find out who is going to be joining St. Dynasty in that grand finals. Fanaticy gave this game a good run, right? I mean, they played extremely well. I mean, we were talking about them at the start of the tournament. We mentioned that Fanaticy is a bit of a dark horse. They sort of slip, I don't know why exactly, they slip under everybody's radar. And yet they are always consistently in the top 4 teams in every tournament.
Oh, now that you mention that, bro, that is true. And that is what got them the invite to Conquerors, if we're being honest. But yeah, look, it was beautiful plays coming in from both teams. There's very memorable moments. So yeah, I just hope Fanaticy is ready for Xenagog, because the way Xenagog played last night, it's not how we saw them feature in the group stages. Granted, they did win the group stages undefeated, but yeah, last night it was just different from them playing against Yalla Skip Skip, and Yalla Skip Skip not being a slouch of a team neither.
Yeah. No, speaking to or listening to the members, I'm not saying this to disparage Xenagog in any way, shape, or form. They drafted well, they played well, and you can only win what's in front of you. Though I know that 1HP members mentioned they were playing on like about 180 plus MS. Which obviously does play a massive role in the system. We do know that there were going to be these complications when you try to run an international event. So from our side, the organizers, right, we issue a bit of an apology, like when it comes to what's happening. Granted, we foresaw this, but there was not much we could do to change it if we were going to go international. And it just lets us know that when it comes to certain online tournaments, we will have certain of them local. Some of them we will go in this international direction, but players will be aware of it. And for us, Scarpy, Troomsy, Lotus, and well, the entire Waylander gaming crew, it was a learning experience. This is the first time that we've hosted an international event. Because I mean, we had teams from about 4 or 5 different countries.
Yeah, 4
different countries.
South Africa, Nigeria, Mauritius, Madagascar.
Yeah, 4 different countries. 5. What about Zimbabwe with OTK?
Oh, damn! Yeah, sorry, Nigel. Forgot about you.
There's a few random one-off countries that has featured, but the most are of those 4. But if you want the exact representation, so it is, let me just give me a second. Okay, there. So there is 74 players from South Africa, 39 players Nigeria, and then 18 Madagascar. Then we have Mauritius, Philippines, Austria, Germany, Ghana, India, Indonesia, Japan, Kenya, Malawi, Malaysia, Namibia, Nepal, Romania, and Zimbabwe. There's a lot.
Yeah. And if anybody is wondering whether Shroomsy is so insane that he memorized all of this, maybe. But if you really want to know, right, you need to check out our Wikipedia page. The link will be, maybe we can put it up in the description, Scabby, at the end of the stream or at some point in time. We can put the link in the description.
I'll pop it up on the description.
So you can follow, track the players' scores, the performances so far. We'll also post it on the announcements in the Waylander Gaming, both Discord channel and in the WhatsApp group. So you'll be able to check that out. It'll be in the announcements there. And if you're not part of those communities, what's wrong with you? You know, just like seriously take a mirror, take a look at it and ask yourself, what's wrong with me? Why am I not part of this communities? And go and click on that button and come and join us here, as it's certified madhouse. So we will soon be issuing those certificates. Maybe we'll have a poll to see who's the craziest one in the group.
Yeah. So pretty much coming down to the final two matches. We need to sit aside and look at who we are going to award the MVP player of Conquerors of Dawn, because he will get goodies worth $500. So yeah, there's a lot to play for. So I mean, currently, if we look at the marksman from last night from Xenagog, picking up 2 Savages. The first Savages in Conquerors of Dawn, and right at the end of each matches. He's definitely someone to look at. But look, we all need to go and look at the different players.
You know what we should be doing, right? Since we're going to delay the finals to the 30th, we do have the tournament lobby up until the 31st. I think that Sunday, granted our full attention is going to be on Carnage Network and that grudge match. It's looking tasty. Yeah. It's looking juicy, right? But and the grudge match that's going on. But I think on Sunday, if we have a short list of players available for like a potential list of MVP stars of the show for the entire tournament, let's let the community decide. Let's get a poll up and running. Collect the votes.
So what we can create a video, right, and of memorable moments of those individuals, and yeah, we can let the community decide. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, it's a democracy in action, live in here at Waylander Gaming. So if you want to come and join this democratic party, just press that subscribe button and the like button, but just once, because sometimes if you get too excited and you press it twice, it's just not as good as when you press